not a teacher nor a preacher. But I'm going to come to you with some words from my heart to your heart. It's open your mind, because it's a little bit about Habakkuk, Hebrews, and myself. We've come this far by faith. Habakkuk was a prophet of vigorous faith, and he was a praying man. Habakkuk was a man who sought answers, and he sought answers to his questions from God. He was witnessing injustice, wrongdoing, oppression, violence, strife, and conflict. It caused him anxiety and dismay.
Amen.
Sounds like us in our world today.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
He was an unusual prophet in respect that he spoke to God on behalf of the people, while most of the prophets spoke to the people on behalf of God. However, Habakkuk decided God was taking too long to answer. He asked God, "Why do you tolerate wrongdoing?" Habakkuk's book is very short, but very powerful. It has only 3 chapters, 56 verses, 1,476 words, and it contains 12 questions to God. In the first 2 chapters, Habakkuk argues with God over his ways that appear to him unfavorable, if not unjust. How many of us know that God does not always make sense to our little feminine mind? Come on. Having finally received a reply from God, he responds with a wonderful confession of faith, and in the end, Habakkuk learned to rest in God's appointment and await his working in a spirit of worship. How many of us are resting and awaiting God's appointment in the spirit of worship? Habakkuk's example is one that should encourage us as we struggle to move from doubt to faith. We don't have to be afraid to ask questions of God. The problem is not with God and his ways, but with our limited understanding of him. All we have to do is listen to God's answers and rejoice that he is at work in the world in our lives. Habakkuk's call is that people be faithful to their path of duty and allow God to release their pain. Habakkuk asks us to look at the who when we don't understand the why. Sandy Hook, Obama, we don't understand the why. We just have to have faith and trust. And he knows to run things better than we do. The prophet prompts us to trust God over the kingdom purpose, even when we don't comprehend, don't agree, and don't fathom those purposes. The Jewish suggested that Moses gave 613 laws and commandments. David reduced this to 10. Isaiah reduced them to 2, but Habakkuk suggested that the main thing is to keep the main thing, and the main thing, and the main thing is the just shall live by faith. Faith is not a doctrine. Faith must and should always be a way of life. Work by faith and not by your fears. walk by faith and not have any doubt. Walk by faith and look beyond the circumstances. Walk by faith and see around the situation.
Come on. Come on.
Walk by faith
Teach.
and wait upon the Lord.
Come on. Come on.
Waiting is the supreme test of faith. God is not instant gifts. God is a covenant-keeping God.
Amen.
And he is faithful to keep his promises.
Amen.
Even when we are faithless, God is faithful.
Come on.
And he
Come on.
We've come this far by faith.
Amen. Oh, yeah.
The two most important words in this statement is this far.
Come on.
This far. This far represents the post, the past, and the present.
Come on.
This far denotes a measurement of time or achievement, and it only states that something has been accomplished but has not been completed.
Amen.
This far indicates a beginning and a present state. This line is a declaration of fact that a hope and for something to be done, but a statement of what has been done. It says we have achieved and something, and it was achieved by faith.
Yeah.
It is not saying that the work is completed, but acknowledge that where we are right now is due to faith. It is saying faith did not demand a miracle, but it is sure accomplished one. It is saying faith saw the invisible.
Come on.
It believed the unbelievable. And faith received the impossible. It is saying if we walked by what we could see, then the decisions we made would have been based on our own understanding of what we know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not walking by faith.
Come on.
Faith walking means we are choosing to walk towards something that has yet to be seen, yet to be realized, and yet to be manifested. We cannot see it being manifested yet, but now it is coming. By faith, we have this far, and by faith, we shall continue on.
Yes. Yes.
Pastor Evans put his slant on faith Pastor Evans put his slant on faith by stating, faith is acting all as if something is the true when it doesn't appear to be true, in order that it might be shown to be true simply because God said it is true. In other words, you are living in a new house before you make the first mortgage payment.
Come on. Come on.
You are smelling the new car smell before you drive.
Amen.
You are feeling better before you go to the doctor, and you are getting that job before you fill out the application. Faith is trusting what your eyes cannot see. We are walking with faith and not by sight. Faith is daring of the soul to go farther than it comes to see. Eyes see the prowling lion. Faith sees Daniel's angel. Eyes see the storm. Faith sees Noah's rainbow. Eyes see the giant, but faith sees Calhoun. Your eyes see your faith. Your eyes see your thoughts. Your faith sees the cross. Your eyes see your guilt. Your faith sees his blood. You see your grave, but your faith sees a city whose eyes see an annex, but your faith sees a cathedral. Your eyes see a few, but your faith sees a great cloud of witnesses. How far have we come? This far. And by means, did we do it by faith? Now let's fill in the gaps.
All right.
How did we get this far? By leaning on the Lord. We are leaning on Jesus. When you lean on Jesus, you are choosing to allow Him to support you, to help you carry your load. You are dependent on Him to help you accomplish whatever it is you are working on. We are not leaning on our own understanding, but on the Lord. We cannot go to school and acquire some knowledge and some understanding about some things. We can learn math, acquire some knowledge and some understanding about some things. We can learn math, 1 + 1 is 2. And we can use our own understanding of the equation of words out some of our money problems. But leaning on the Lord is when we see a problem that says 1 + God equals enough. Charges the formulation in such a way that our understanding cannot comprehend what the answer will be. When we are leaning on Jesus, 1 + God will always be enough. So instead of feeling defeated, instead of seeing distraction, instead of hearing destruction, instead of talking dismantling, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. If you want to be distressed, look within. If you want to be defeated, look back. If you want to be distracted, look around. If you want to be dismayed, look ahead. But if you want to be vigorous, if you want to keep the faith, if you want to joy divine, look up.
Come on. Come on.
And lean on the everlasting
God.
When we are leaning, we are trusting in His holy word. Trust is defined as the firm belief in the honesty and reliable of another person. Confident expectation, hope, everything God speaks is holy and righteous. His word that comes from the mouth will not return to Him, but it will accomplish what He pleases, and He will prosper in what He sends it to. When He speaks to you, though His words, that's a holy word written to you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart.
That's right.
Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. There is no room for decision here, no room for doubt, and no room for debate. All means all. Blessed means blessed. Our trust should be so strong in the Lord that even when my own understanding disagrees with what God is telling me, I will defer to God, because if you trust Him and never doubt Him, He will surely He never failed me yet.
All right.
Now we have gone from a community song to a personal song. We has been changed to me. I cannot speak for you, but I can speak for me. I cannot let you that God has never failed you, but I can surely say he has never failed me.
Amen.
I cannot let your story, I cannot tell your story, but I can expand on the story of mine in great detail. My experience with the validates and confirms that if it was not for me in great detail, my experience with him validates and confirms that it was not for God on my side, I would not be where I am right now.
Amen.
Because I have been in some situations that if God had not brought me out, I would not have gotten out.
All right.
If I have some problems, and if God had not solved them, I would still have those same problems.
Amen.
I have been down so low at times, I need a ladder to climb up. It was only God that was able to lift me up. I have been so wrapped in my thinking that it took God to get hold of my reins of my mind and reel me back in. I know there is a God. I cannot prove it, but I have evidence. He walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. If God tells me he is going to bring it to pass, it may carry, it may not come right away, it may not come when I want it, but when he shows up, it will be right on time. I have been through enough to know enough that we will take care, that he will take care of me. I have been through enough to know enough that he is enough, and enough of enough is enough for me. He never failed me yet, because again I have evidence. He has made a way where there was no way. He has dried every tear I have cried. And believe me, I have cried. He has lifted my bowed down head. He has made my enemies my footstool. He has put down every wicked imagination. He has provided all that I need. He has been my strength and my shield, and he will make my feet his herd, his hind feet. And he has made me to walk upon my high places. In order for the human heart to maintain love for a servant of God who does not act in predictable ways, faith must affirm what it cannot prove. Some may think it is fear, it is dear money. But someday your money may run out. Some may think it is their good looks. But when you reach 60 plus, the youthful glow has come and gone, and you get up and go, and get up and went. Some may think it is education, but one day your mind leave you, and you will need to know that really do believe there is a God somewhere. And if it were not to God, for God, you would be like Marvin Sapp. Never would have made it, never could have made it. I have to affirm that God lives where I cannot prove it. I have to affirm that I am his child. When he comes and takes my child, I have to affirm I love him when I lost my job. I have to affirm I praised him when my sister and mother died 7 months apart. I have to affirm I read my Bible when my home is in Coons. I have to affirm that he has never failed me when someone asks me, who or how can he do that to you? My faith has to kick in and affirm what I can't prove. Yes. I don't need no pottery or surgery kind of faith that only works when the sun is shining. I need a faith that will not fail and a faith that will get me through every season. Yes. I need a faith that will get through the dark season. Yes. I need a faith that will get me through the hard season. Yes. Some seasons I can't put one foot in front of the other. Some seasons I feel like I am just rapping and stumbling my way through. But through the big fig tree doesn't bloom, though there be no fall on the vine, no fruit on the vine. Though there be no herd in the stall, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will joy to God of my salvation. Yes. Yes. Amen. Any faith that has not been used, any Christianity that has not had any scars laid to it, any faith that has not been challenged in the crucible of disappointment, it is a faith not worth having in the long run. If God will use us greatly, then he has got to hurt us deeply. Sometimes we have to go through the bitter to get to the better. Sometimes God has to be bruised to get us to where and to what we should be. God uses our bruises. Oh, I can't turn around. We've come this far by faith. We cannot quit or stop moving forward. When the road gets rough, we will keep moving forward. Amen. When times are hard, when we have bills to pay, we will keep moving forward. When all has forsaken us, we will keep moving forward. Those of us who are Christians know that sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down. Some days it's chicken and some days it's feathers. Sometimes there's sunshine and sometimes there's rain. Sometimes there's laughter and sometimes there are tears. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's all about being a child of God. It is not in our doubt to make sure we are happy. God comes through. Jesus not to make us happy, but to make us whole. When you are thinking about your situation and what you're planning to do about it, add in that, oh, I will be praying this week. Oh, I will be singing and praising this week. Oh, I will rejoice in God, my Maker, this week. Oh, I will push through it this week. Oh, even in the face of everlasting and deliverance, and looks like it will never come. Oh, I can't turn around. We come this far by faith. It is a trick of the enemy to get us to concentrate on what we don't have, what we are going through, and the circumstances and the situation we find ourselves in. It is a trick of the enemy to put us doubt God. Our worship will be stiff and our praises smile. The biggest mistake the devil can make is to knock us off our feet. For when a Christian is knocked off their feet, we fall to their feet and their knees. And when we fall to our knees, we surrender all to whom we owe. And it's then that we touch heaven. And when we touch heaven, hell begins to tremble. We have a charge to keep, a purpose to fulfill, and a vision to view. Habakkuk says to write the vision down, make it plain, write it in big letters, make it big, make it visible. Tell the people to run with it, for the vision is yet for the appointed time. Amen. We cannot give up and turn around now. God's not through with us yet. There is nowhere for us to go but forward. No turning back, no turning back. We have come this far by faith. This is that statement of declaration of truth. Although we have not completed the course, although we have not achieved at the finish line, although we have not fought all of the battle, but when or what we have done, where we've gotten to this day, and what we have accomplished thus far has been through faith. I have some evidence that he has proven himself to us to be more than my soul has ever longed for. I have some evidence that he is everything that he has promised, and he has been so much more. I have some evidence he is more than wonderful. He is more than marvelous. He is more than amazing. And he has been and always will be more the world to me. We have, and we all can sing today that we've come this far by faith, leaning on the ever